wasting zero time. Nemiga already threw connector, in fact, just hunting this first contact, and KRIMZ takes the kill. MDS trades because of the deep market position. He didn't challenge Cat. He didn't smoke off market. He just waited. And therefore, Nemiga take themselves into what is, of course, a hold on the B site. MDS has been sat here since he took over the catwalk. He is serving as a very real issue in terms of delaying the rotates, but the rotators chew through him. And now because of that, it pushes pressure onto speedAC and Box. One by one, the remaining players of Nemiga in this post plant fell in individual fights. G2, they let them have the B site. They dealt with that anchor who was meant to hold them in middle. And G2 Esports very comfortable through and through for this pistol. Dry here. G2 maybe not expecting something so simple, something so disrespectful. And sure enough, Lollipop, excellent about it.
Was it just the demos? What was it? We know the power of a single AK on a round like this, but for him to get 2 kills alone.
They just sat there.
Yeah.
They did not see that walkout coming.
Frankie, what's that? So there's the mountain in Game of Thrones, and then who's the guy? He popped out that guy's eye.
Yes, just playing around with utility, but at least now the grenades indicate this heavy presence. KRIMZ to the top of the box, dies empty-handed. It's Lollipop taking players off A site yet again. And that FAMAS, well, it's extra special because it's the one of 3 weapons that G2 are working with. But NiKo maybe doesn't need a rifle. He's got the deagle and he's got a second headshot. There's some damage back the way of Nemiga, and there should be some confidence on the remaining 2 players of G2. They're going to watch MDS walk away from the bomb site and take this into the even moment. There's a kit in play, but Lollipop is now down because we've got G2 focused forward on these positions. Yo from the side is able to deny at least the first one, but the 5-7 from AmaNEk's enough. Joe, he tried his damnedest, but it's G2 with the second round.
They kind of tossed that one away. They had a position in games where KRIMZ just goes 2-16 for no reason, right?
Don't talk about it and it won't happen. But Lollipop, oh, he's trying to make it. Trying to force that on him. Nice headshot coming in from the AK. Box, he's going to be leading the charge for what could be 3 players of Nemiga coming into this A site through connector. NiKo backing up, unsuspecting on the side of that smoke. This A site is completely clear. 3 frags coming through for Nemiga. And this makes things interesting. We're going to stay tied early on here. First 5 rounds of Counter-Strike out of a team who has little to lose. And I'm liking what I see.
Obviously, there's some mistakes from Nemiga, but these A walkouts are so dangerous. And they can... Surely the first protocol will be like, just don't let Lollipop walk up through that smoke again. The bricks on Tetris, but he revenge frags for himself. Oh my god, they'll actually come up with another quick one. And I like the game plan right now. They're keeping it very simple. My MySpace name from like 1998. What is going on here?
Oof, speedAC off shot connects one. I didn't have MySpace. Did you, Frankie?
Of course. My MySpace was myspace.com/Frankie smells good.
Well, Hunter, he looks good. They're going to throw the molly just in case. So obviously they're aware of the possibility. But Box, he plants inside of the smoke. Nexa, he's just going to wait for him to creep away from where he's planted. We've got 2 Ts from Nemiga over on the stair side, setting up a crossfire. There's also AmaNEk's fight that could have gotten them back into it. Now, Box is able to eject.
Come up the A ramp, there's no flash behind. They're just trying not to get telegraphed. This round, they run out mid. Lollipop takes that duel at top of middle. It's always a gamble on the meta.
Nemiga not stopping the pushes, and I don't know if that's just because Nemiga haven't been going out fast, or a reason why.
No, yeah, I mean, it's a very fair question, especially after the first time. You should be trying to condition your opponent to being worried about that kind of thing, and yet Nemiga were able to get away with it 2 or 3 times. So I think it's just a mistake by G2 to not put some more emphasis there, because you can also have an A-ramp setup. Let's say you think they're going to change. You could also have an A-ramp setup that sets you up for different...
I think you're onto something here, Frankie. A-ramp's going to be a point of contention throughout this first half. Or do we get a completely into the palace? So he's hunting NiKo at the moment. If NiKo challenges around this, that could be the opening shot, but instead, it's KRIMZ. Off at the ticket booth, he's able to get himself the man advantage. Now, of course, we've got Nexa showing his position by smoking out the Molotov. Kenny takes to the top of the box through the smoke with his 5v3, 40 seconds. And that bomb's already over towards Sandwich. MDS goes down as Nexa finally decides to come out from his troll hole looking for a fight. And, well, Joe falling at NiKo's hands as he
ramp with a fast connector split in mind.
Ooh, he tried to get away. Hunter tagged up Joe, and KRIMZ snipes him through smoke before he really has any sort of a chance. Box, unfortunately for Nemiga, did again try to use that A walkout. Got pretty far, but wasn't as successful. AmaNEk with a sliver of an angle favoring the player over here.
I'm sure. Oh, he's going to walk right into it.
Yeah,
Okay.
in the end, it's the same result. And that can be said between... I'm expecting a tweet about him after this map so that you can retweet it 7 months later.
I should
and feel
tweet
really
now,
good about
actually.
yourself. Whoa, he killed every...
Gun, you don't win anyway. So having a player who doesn't invest too much that can drop in the future is big. But MDS, he'll make his way into window. How the hell did he find that timing? NiKo's down. And look, he's already making a read on the underblast. Under balance player, excuse me. Nexa will be out of the round. No one to save him.
Really nice utility usage from Nemiga, calling out every single one of the positions so far from G2. But a blinded headshot because that's what Hunter does. Keeper, he's planted a bomb. And his teammates are keeping him alive for the time being. We've got, of course, just AmaNEk left over now. He's coming over from this
Here, I don't know much about him, but I would like to. And I would like to give him the respect of saying, okay, he's actually a person who was competitive at one point, or like maybe he's actually brimming with confidence at the moment.
Somebody drop me an op.
I can't believe he's opping right now. I mean, he is the opper for the team now that speedak is gone. Oh my god,
guys.
He knows all of his nades perfect. Imagine he punished that through the smoke. Keeper opping. And again, this is off. Oh my god, Lollipop will get a kill. The G2 are getting destroyed.
Dude.
In back-to-back rounds. Since having Keeper come onto the roster, Nemiga have won 100% of the rounds. That's an Elliott stat. If I've more than one game on record to be confident in opping versus G2.
It's just KRIMZ.
Yeah, right.
All right, Keeper's going to get tested. G2 coming at him.
Oh,
he wins the
he's on the board!
Yeah.
Dual AmaNEk opping?
I think
AmaNEk had the op right at the beginning.
must have.
Oh my god. Okay, Hunter's next up to bat. The next victim.
Poising them well for a little B split. They are actually going to have to clear out Nexa. Oh, Nexa gets aggressive. Keeper missing shots. He's going to offer over the op, and that redirects Nemiga. Things don't end up going too well. Can Lollipop save the day? Rushes into A. Only KRIMZ on the pistol, and despite his USPS dink, it is still the bomb planted. Hunter, of course, one of the two offers left up for G2, but Joe stays behind the boxes, pinned into position, even though he was spotted. He let Hunter creep into his crosshair. And Nemiga gonna save the day. But I like the fact that AmaNEk, having been boxed into that B site, got hyper-aggressive, sprints in to take side. I'm talking 7 rounds to 4.
Yeah. Well, there's actually a chance that Nexa could have hit him with that molly. That's how low his HP was. And
The lesson from Device.
Nice.
okay.
Yeah.
My gaming experience in Europe has been pretty decent. I've been playing a good amount of Danger Zone. And
You have basically lost to like entry frags. They haven't needed the whole team here, and Joe just comes out with a confident wide swing into B halls. I feel like, yes, Hunter was on that angle, but nobody was actually expecting someone to just run through the smoke. Again, no flash.
yeah, Nemiga takes some crazy risks, and you'd think those...
Screw on those glasses. So he's going to pay attention here. As KRIMZ will get a kill. The flash comes over. AmaNEk probably knows what's on the way now, and KRIMZ will move into position in the B side.
He's going to get himself behind the further columns. AmaNEk drawing attention downwards. That should prime KRIMZ. And sure enough, he's got himself another kill in the mix. It's speedak back with the op. 1 kill in this round already. And 30 seconds left, but he wide swings into Nexa, a position that just... In the where?
In the underpants.
Looking good.
With the boxing.
Finds MDS. He's going to get hit, however, from Box, who tries to continue that spray into connector. Sure enough, tags up NiKo, and then speedak hits his op shot. Let's see if this man advantage is enough for G2 to walk away with. Lollipop expending 70 HP to get that trade frag back in the hands of Nemiga, but speedAC, well, he just walks right into Hunter. Hunter heard him coming. He didn't need to face him. They let him lose on his own. So he's good at walking up into bomb sites, but a little too Nemiga. NiKo, I like this. Wastes no time pushing up into top mid, lines them up, takes down 2 players immediately, 3 kills for him. It's all the pistol players around Lollipop who have been shaved off this situation.
Himself came through with that spam, and might be slight unaware here of the player tucked into connector. That's Hunt.
Plus the bomb plant, which really adds pressure to the situation. He is honing in on Nexa, but he will find nothing other than that first one. G2 between 2 smokes. Almost gets called out, but obviously the Molotov is extinguished. The frag grenade lands on Joe. I have a hunch G2 very much aware of his position. NiKo, if he throws a frag in, that could be enough to kill Joe. But he tucks back out of the doorway, avoids the incendiary and the frag, so they have to use the old-fashioned way. Shoot him in the head. They've got that man advantage in their hands. It's the final round of the half, bomb beyond the halfway point. Expect an explosive close as this retake attempt begins to come in. Box is still a question mark. He fires off the Galil, has the bomb planted for him, but the body block from KRIMZ and the op shot to give G2 an 8th round. They're starting to bring this back.
Lollipop and Joe were able to get away with the plays that they did. And now that they're on T side, they'll get to control the flow of the game. Cracking middle open like a walnut, and just as a result, getting all of these kills. Kills off cat, kills in mid. They have taken both sites. There are now 2 B rotators who will need to come in. 2 on 4 for this retake. But G2 are not done peeking.
And I don't think they're going to stop peaking. That's my anticipation of this T side. You just said it, right? They get to set the flow, the ebb. And I don't think it's going to be a trickle down the stream. I think it is going to be Grand Rapids smashing long range of engagement through connector if he had a bit of vision. But the smoke grenade at the top of it really opens up the uncertainty. Where are G2 going? But off of that mid kill, well, their options are open. With KRIMZ being shut down on A ramp, I'm wondering if they continue to press this A site. This is where the weapons are. That is a hefty nade. And then Box lands the scout shot. Was it a nade or did he collateral all 3? Because I didn't see much utility from the CTs, but I assumed if he hit 3 people with damage, it had to be a frag grenade. I really hope we get the replay on that because that would be a sick scout shot, and it may be enough for him to have further impact on this round. But Joe, he's trying to keep that scout show going. 6 seconds. All MDS has to do is wide swing and take both these players down. He doesn't get the kill in the pre-plant, but he could still clutch it. 14 and 29 HP accordingly for the G2 players. A little bit of wallbang damage makes it look likely, but Neo
again at winning another eco, but this time they won't have a scout to help, which was such an important piece of the puzzle. However, there's a puzzle master. It's Box.
They still want mid. They will not be deterred. Despite Box's best efforts, he gets blown away from the corner of the windowsill. This is going to activate Lollipop, and while he does hit the headshot, it's with the measly CZ. speedAC's position, a bit of a one and done, unless he can really catch them off guard here. His closest ally is MDS, who has AmaNEk jump by him, and speedAC already starts to shoot this USP. Hate to break it to him, his time was very limited, and sure enough, he dies right then thereafter. This is an 11th round for G2, extending their lead to 4 and trying to keep as many guns up as possible. Joe.
Timed by G2.
AmaNEk going to remain aggressive, but he goes past Box and loses out as Box is going to deliver us a multi-kill. He's able to get himself back around the corner of connector. Lollipop into ramp, getting the better of NiKo. The gun round coming out. Another one comes in. Kill after kill.
2 ops here. One for Geo as well.
2 ops was the name of the game for G2 CT side, and I'm happy. It's also a very one-sided dialogue. Elliot gives us stats, and then we make critiques and criticisms, commentaries.
And then he just gives us more stats.
Yeah. Gonna waste any time. He likes this. He likes this timing he's just created. Off the incendiary, he tries to rock this forward. Hunter with a single kill. It's Joe on the column, missing a shot, but no problem. He has support from Box. It's all on NiKo. And I don't say that lightly, but he's only got 10 seconds left to work with, and as he tries to...
Scary scenes. speedak flashes to top mid, and it could be an easy mow down here for Box if he's careful. He'll show some...
We'll see. He's going to hear the footsteps beyond him. Shapes off NiKo, and there comes Lollipop with a good multi-kill. Now Hunter's window push starts to trickle through. Box, having cleared other positions, tries to turn his head towards it. Hunter misses the jump. And I don't think that would have boded well for him, but Joe giving his head over on a silver platter. The P250 for Hunter can only get those 2 kills.
And we haven't seen any answers just yet. The default's been shut down, the slow mids have been shut down. Anti-eco's been cleaned up. speedak comes through with another opening kill. Lollipop having to push back a little bit, but man, he has been stellar close here on A ramp. Surely he gets sprayed down. Oh, wow.
Think, man, right? Oh, man, he finds the headshot into Kenny.
Reload. He tried to pull
He knows there's somebody else, and he just taps NiKo back like it's nothing. Just a walk in the park. Lollipop in the high-pressure situation. Oh, and nexa, well, he does still have a chance to clutch. Frankie, you mentioned the...
But if A is the problem.
Yeah, well, what if they just get rocked? What if nexa hits this first shot? What ifs, but not...
Yeah. He's got the highest, like, KD differential, but I'm not sure.
At least we can say not zywoo.
Yeah.
Zywoo, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, you're a part of our trio. It's zywoo, Frankie. That's an obligation.
All right, I'll get it to 2. It's spelled the same.
Maniac said he just started saying zywoo just to confuse people and make our lives even more complicated.
You know, I'm...
Jax is rubbing his hands, that's for sure.
Right, sure, yeah. I believe in your conspiracies, Frankie. If maybe it wasn't Dust 2 up next. And we know that, you know...
It's a cursed map pick for G2. Cursed.
Right.
It's a bad boyfriend they keep going back to.
It's a bad omen. Some voodoo magic going on. In the
aim practice. G2 laying the smokes down at top mid. And you got to appreciate how unafraid Nemiga are. Because he peeked right out, he didn't see anybody else there.
Nope.
Yeah, he's dead.
Now all of a sudden these 2 players on Underpass realize their job's that much more difficult. Yo, Box with the 2 bullet bursts, and MDS cranks the hurt with his 3rd frag from Connector. You got NiKo getting tagged up, can't win a duel. He sits on 13 HP. Nemiga about to have 13 rounds. They just need to close this. Hunter going to fight tooth and nail. Perfusion, the synergy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, now speedak's been called out.
Yeah.
Hunter, he's going to find another one over in middle. We've got a 2v2 from Nemiga. Now it's NiKo's turn. Hunter primed him to clutch this, but NiKo's working with very little HP, so it's going to be difficult. 20 seconds. He's going to try to clear underneath the balcony, but that CT just backed up, and because of it, he wins the clutch. He dodges the...
Nemiga look for 14.
Yeah, this is a bit of no respect. This is G2 trying to give Nemiga a little flavor of what the aggression can look like, but Lollipop... Joe and speedak with Box to finish on the 5th one.
Lollipop up to bat again.
AmaNEk peeks into it, headshot immediately with speedak over the shoulder, giving us another op kill. A 5v3 for Nemiga. NiKo, he's going to try to take this all back, but the Opera's already in position, hits the shot he needs to. Nexa, 1 versus 4. 40 seconds, and a Molotov at the feet of speedak pushes him into the open, but Nexa can't double down, and we've got Nemiga with 4 map that we'd have a fast 2-0. That's the spoiler.
I chose this series so I could learn more about Nemiga.
Yeah.
But I didn't think we'd be learning this much.
It's crazy stuff. G2 even learning a lesson, but it's not over. They've got bodies on the A site. They're trying to find themselves deeper within it. speedak has a bit of an angle over top of the smoke, and MDS, he just creeps back into the spawn, but the frag grenade, that forces Hunter out, and he takes a player with him. Kenny S headshot. It's a bit of an HP advantage here for Nemiga. They've got a flash on speedak. And Joe, he's rounding the corners of the CT spawn. Kenny S goes for the peek, takes the head clean off, and a little rifle work from Kenny could be enough. But speedak has looked fantastic since he's come back into the server. He's sitting at 16-8, and it's Kenny S to cool him off a bit. 3 kills for Kenny, 12 rounds for...
A bit of BM, I think. Like, no P90s yet.
Right. Not yet. We haven't got to that point, right? Maybe once they're about to close out a second map in the series. I think even at this point, G2 are making him a little nervous because we've got a bit of a comeback. I can't believe I have to say that. A comeback from G2 to try and close this, but a missed shot from Joe. That gives nexa good spacing. He falls into sandwich, looks to peel away from this. Keep your eyes on the radar. KRIMZ, he was about to go through T-spawn, maybe thinking about playing for middle, but the bomb's not really for him. It's deeper, closer, opposite side of default, and good thing Kenny doesn't leave because he delivers another kill. And he has been huge in these last 2 rounds post-plants. MDS hits the dink. nexa, he's still standing. speedak's gonna tap that bomb, and nexa gets the double.
What a time to invest.
Yuck.
Wow, this could really cost him.
Let's see. He's gonna get the dink, dies out to the MAC-10. nexa even.
Oh, that's maybe a mistake.
Dude,
I mean,
3
they
MAC-10s,
died all
right?
to the MAC-10s, and they had a FAMAS with no head armor. I mean, the FAMAS isn't killing anybody one shot in the first place.
speedak's gonna answer 2 nice headshots from him, but KRIMZ is off, which has been pretty killer.
Oof.
Just gonna keep their heads on a swivel. Once that mid-window smoke fades, Box, he could offer something. AmaNEk, no longer feeling comfortable in that position with his teammates, gets into the ladder room, takes a player down. And as if things weren't already dire enough for Nemiga trying to close this first map, we'll see if Lollipop can manage. He swaps over to the AK-47. That's a little more firepower for Nemiga to work with. And, well, he's going to go out and challenge. A huge challenge versus the bomb carrier. He's taken down to 15 HP, but Lollipop now with 29 kills is taken out of the situation. There's a CT close on sight. KRIMZ just barrel stuffs him straight between the eyes. And the peak goes back to Box with just the scout. AmaNEk taps. 40 seconds, and the bomb goes down. It's AmaNEk in the 3K. Box wrapping all the way around from Cat. And AmaNEk, well, he's in the safety of the site.
This just burns time off the clock. AmaNEk, he's looking for a timing, but he's not peeking off of triple. This is everything looking for the fray. Oh my goodness, Box, he pulls out a gun, jumps. Look up the A ramp. No one peeks him from the right side. And Hunter, he's made his way into window. This is where it gets terrifying for the CTs, and of course,
cover on the side of the smoke. He beckons them in. He welcomes the push. MDS, he just cut this down from the catwalk, but KRIMZ kills a player on site. Lollipop's gonna slip back into the smoke. That bomb is on the ground. Now picked back up. Lollipop strikes down 1 player, but can't quite whip his aim around it. MDS, he's gonna fall to Hunter, who would push deep into the CT spawn. G2 with the first
chance. It depends where. Oh, okay, looks like he's going to easily get the soft frag on Hunter, falling back in this default, and this double underpass setup is working out wonderful.
Back to the B site, Joe drops down. He definitely heard that second set of feet just a few seconds later. AmaNEk finding the first one, peeks into the second. He has opened up this B site, but it pushes KRIMZ into an awkward him, so does speedak. He follows up with the second. That's going to leave both the players for G2 at 3/4 their health. And what do they have for the retake? Well, smoke grenades, flashbangs, an incendiary to throw, and a late apartment wraparound coming through from Lollipop, the player with 100 HP. KRIMZ sees him, snipes him, stops him, and MDS jumps out from the window. A sick adjustment, but KRIMZ, back from bench, loses his head. MDS, crucial kills for the clutch. It's Nemiga to tie at 16.
Well, that's a beautiful punish from MDS. Everyone contributing there, except for immediately after popping up. And it looks like the same exact setup, but the flash this time.
And he sees defeat. Easy. Oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey. Buddy, you got nowhere to go.
God.
He tries to get flashed out. Doesn't even look. He's just like, if I ignore
what he was playing.
Yeah. Hunter, he's going to slip through jungle. Lollipop, 32 kills off of that one versus AmaNEk. And it's nexa to then counter him. MDS down cat. nexa is going to prioritize the peak. MDS catching him off with the position. Flashbang to challenge Kenny, but there it is. The last shot and the last...
Chuck a molly straight down ramp. They ain't having none of it.
Box, nice kill, man. Just drops into the A site like it's nothing, but KRIMZ flicks up, and he takes down a massive scalp and Lollipop. Frag grenade to the back of the site. Boom! On the money. from backside over towards ramp. I think this opens up speedAK perhaps, because now he has a line of sight onto Hunter, who's going to come peeking out from jungle, and however, he finds him unprepared. Hunter, I think, is just given a bit of a chance, and that chance turns into two kills. Joe, 20 seconds remaining. KRIMZ over on Tetris, bomb dropped on Palace. Not ideal for Nemiga, but a great round from G2.
And everyone else below 20.
Fox sprays down Kenny. Nemiga not wanting to let this one dry up.
Opening kill percentage for both Box and Lollipop, and both P halves so far have been fantastic.
NiKo another headshot. This is looking good for that CT side. 4 map points that they let slip through their fingertips. And now Joe also dying at the hands of NiKo. He extinguishes the fire, but not the entire threat. Nemiga still heavy in middle. 50 seconds to work with. Nexa prying eyes towards top mid. Finds speedAK, just trying to leave. He wanted to walk away, and Box is going to get checked by AmaNEk. Now, if Lollipop, who has been phenomenal to CT, without going for that first peek, he would have been dead. He calls the bluff, and there's no catwalk peek. That is a moment of relief. You could just make this clutch attempt from Lollipop way too much to handle. We'll see. Smoke goes down, and it's the op shot of all things to just keep it nice and clean. G2 recover after facing 4 map points and
Can play, and if he can really take over a game another time.
even just like opening the skybox to the B site.
Never mind.
Don't see much of it. Oh, Hunter even switching weapons before he gets that second kill to the scoreboard. We've got a 5v3 for G2. And now we're going to watch the CTs try and claw this one back. But it's a desperate angle. Oh, but it works.
They didn't even wait for the smoke.
2 taps with the P2000. KRIMZ able to get that bomb back because of the deep smoke. So good thing they had that piece of utility. They didn't use it to get the initial cross. It cost them. They throw it down here to try and ice out this 2 versus 2. KRIMZ is going to get a little bit of contact. We've seen Joe with already 2 nice headshots in the pistol round. T's versus CT's. KRIMZ could very well make the difference. Nexa's then going to push onto the ramp alongside him. And yes, it's KRIMZ. Joe very close, but KRIMZ on high alert there. Goes for the hinge smoke.
Full force. Cat split, or is it? They're actually coming back to mid. speedAK looks to punish, but NiKo's there above him to the left and make sure his teammate doesn't die.
MDS eats a second flash, so that's the one that kind of keeps his head down behind the boxes and gives away, I think, what was a better chance to go for some kind of mid damage. He gets cleared out, and we're watching G2 take that pistol and the conversion with Poor guy.
He does not move. Yeah,
Poor
he's
guy.
like, well, that's my fate written on parchment paper. I'm just going to stand here and take it. Maybe if I don't move, they won't hunt me down. But they do. They follow up on the flash.
Dodges the double frag grenade. So even the utility that Nemiga were trying to use in this one.
So if they try to double up on grenades, there might be a T-spawn that can get in between the 2.
Turned away from the flashbangs, but it wasn't even enough. NiKo still gets the assists from them as their vision comes back slowly. Box, nothing to offer us here. So G2 3-0. This Dust 2 half could be
to get kills. No, as a long anchor, a lot of the time you're just saving even when it's a B hit. You don't come in for the clutch where that would normally be your role because
Too much time thinking about like the food I've eaten. Whereas if I was gonna die, I'm just gonna eat as much as I want. To be honest.
okay, that's one opening. Fast off cat.
We hit the 20-second mark. NiKo's looking to take Box off of middle, and if he does, that could have been Joe pulled from tunnels. But look at this, the nades are perfect, and MDS laying down the damage. Nemiga's first gun round. What could have been a 5v4 with the first op shot out the gate is instead turned into the CT's victory.
And Joe does live.
Vision?
Oh, the smoke is really cool.
And the T's, well, they linger on. NiKo, he is right there on the cusp of it. NiKo's going to find a headshot. speedAK, he also already picks one up off of long. So it's not just that one-player test. speedAK giving his back to AmaNEk, and Hunter's taking heads. Box gets blown off that ramp. Bomb absolutely to be planted. G2 squeezing the A site. 2 players on long door.
On the site, and that discomfort is what allows G2 to continue on and get more kills. But man, I love the CT smoke on the site. You could see how it made them uncomfortable at first.
For sure.
It was just a smoke that they right-click over default, anything, and speedak drops off a much favorable way to take this fight. He'll come back into it. Oh, wow, through the box. Doesn't even waste time.
The B site. Lollipop's going to try with the spam. Joe behind boxes goes unchecked from Hunter, and MDS cuts off the player towards tunnels. This is a slaughter to the favor of Nemiga.
Pull that back again, because just because there's 4 players doesn't mean that strat shouldn't have worked.
Joe's opening op kill comes from the B window. NiKo's going to take point with that scout. He could deliver a headshot, and there's the first one. Lollipop peeks away from it, using the flash from AmaNEk as timing. Good cleanup. Man, they lose that first
Buy strats ever. And some of their half-buy strats work on their full gun rounds as well. But if they can't get in position to throw nades, things could get interesting. It looks like the B exec is coming quickly. All these nades, continuation flashes, pushing through box. He'll have to try to win this duel. Oh my goodness, that's a player down in the B site.
Nice
yes,
brag.
There's damage, but the site has been taken. The plant goes down.
Another one.
And what are the guns here?
An op.
The op, yeah.
Yeah, Kenny S is going to start fighting into middle. It was the frag grenades that got the 2 kills back for Nemiga. Oh, all 3 players that have died this round from G2 entirely by way of utility. And Kenny S, well, he's looking to stop this train, stop this retake, stop this final attempt from the CTs. They're going to challenge out through the door. He sees Box just sprinting beyond the car. Box, with his back turned, gives Kenny S all he...
A lot of people are using, and they use the flashes just beautifully. G2 as well is one of those teams, lots of ingenuity where...
Wicked.
Nexa's going to go get his bomb plant. Easy does it in this one. Nemiga, obviously, they still have a lot to lose. I don't even know what you really call this position.
They're covering everything. That's why Joe can stand out here with complete confidence that he can't get flanked because of how much he just got like the secret.
Distract away from him. Eats the flashbang, pops the op shot. They try to clear the corner. And Box takes one with him. speedak back onto the angle. Hunter, he's coming out from catwalk, so speedak, he's getting attacked from both directions. Oh, misses the flick over. That could have been a stunning shot and an attempt to hold it all on his own. But now he's going to need his teammates to deliver. Joe and MDS, both over on the catwalk. Bomb crossing, incendiary thrown, flashbang to follow suit. They're going to challenge before bomb is ever planted, and it doesn't bode well. Headshot versus MDS leaves Joe on the save. He's going back to the playground.
For Lollipop, that's like it's going to be his first tweet. You do have to have respect for his skills. His skills pay the bills.
Doesn't instill confidence in speedak. He knows it is a high alert that he has to be on. And Kenny S finding Joe over on the long corner. How about a cat push? It's minimal.
Okay.
But it's something. 3 players about to hit Hunter, or does he hit them? Flash comes out from G2, doesn't blind any of them. Hunter is pissed. AmaNEk's dead. This is 2 kills coming out of the CTs. Kenny S's frag grenade, a little more effective than the flash that came before it. NiKo, he's going to take a bit of damage, but he's fine.
Okay.
He's fine. G2, they're looking good. 8-3, inevitable.
I don't want to give Nemiga a round for this. I want to take a round away from G2 for this. How do you throw a flash with all the space in the world, designated to turn...
Flashing. None of mine do.
Box is going to eat a flash, and MDS dodges it. He picks up the first kill. It's AmaNEk down on the entry. Trade's looking good enough for Nemiga. MDS could extend. He's got 2 more players in the tunnels, but Hunter not going to let him succeed. Box answers back. Minute 20. The bomb's dropped in the open. Oh. Kenny S.
Opportunity for NiKo to come in, and speedak gets ripped to shreds through the wall, but he's still alive.
Kenny S, time to creep out. 15 seconds trying to bait some shots, and sure enough, speedak hones in on him. Lollipop, I like this aggression. It's Gets right on the side of the smoke, sees the shadow, but can do nothing about it other than a little damage. Joe's gonna get pressured from two directions, and this trade train between NiKo and Nexa works out quite well. MDS, he could kill NiKo with a single bullet. AmaNEk also dinked. 3 of the 4 players from G2 could be pushed over by a stiff breeze. But it's with ease, it seems. G2 will take this round. speedak gonna shave KRIMZ off of this, but he has to hide as that bomb is planted, and he is as tagged up as the other 2 players from G2. This is a 9th off the T side. They are still very much gunning for the double digits on the offense. And speedak, he may not even be able to keep this op, but at least he kills Hunter for now.
Trade comes out. What a... Right now, it seems like they'll flash through the smoke, and speedak will take a peek, but his teammate dies first, and he will turn tail and run.
Lollipop to a quarter health. No, looked like he was going for the boost up. Good thing he didn't. Comes back down.
And it seems like so far, they're going to be rewarded. What would have been a good thing to have in place early on is someone that's spotting the cross back from mid. But instead, the duels happen a bit early.
Molly on the feet of Joe. Smoke grenade for the cross. AmaNEk catching him through it. Still a gap, of course, for the moment. And even after that follow-up smoke grenade, MDS has a little minute angle to work with, but he's got himself only the hand cannon, and the bomb plant has been found. G2, a 10th round on this T side. Very much.
Might as well be Twistzz right now.
Oh no. G3SG1.
Do you remember all of the numbers?
People start thinking poorly of you.
That's true. Image is everything.
Oh,
and
Box. He just looked away.
Terrifying
He had
image
the
for him.
crosshair placement. He could have at least taken down a player with him. Now all of a sudden it's Lollipop or nothing. He's going to lay down the incendiary flashes for his peak, and the T's smoke this off. This time they're going to make sure they don't leave any sort of a gap, and also the double flash to deny Lollipop any vision. MDS has got himself into a better position, and then he even goes one further with Joe's flashbang. That was 3 flash assists, 2 of which on his teammates. He goes wide, gets the headshot, but the frag grenade seals the deal. And
but still has found a place to shine and really can take over the game sometimes here on here on Dust 2, and he is putting on a show for us right now as we speak. NiKo with 2, KRIMZ with 2 as well. KRIMZ will find the third. 2 and 3 between the 2.
I'd think, unless Hunter feels the heat of this mid play, and there it is. AmaNEk extending for that deep position because knowing, Tech9, deagle, and another Lollipop. Oh, and through the smoke,
Talk
dude.
to him, MDS.
Pistols pay off for Nemiga. It is never too late to fight tooth and nail, and I think that same message needs to be drilled into Nexa as he attempts this final 1v2. He doesn't have a kit. He's throwing the incendiary over towards the car.
He's gonna know.
MDS so low, the peak comes out, and that's enough of that. Box ends it.
I am French, okay. Go back on the passport.
Deagle, good for NiKo and Nexa. And the next one, Joe.
Take your pick. Whatever skin he'd like. KRIMZ trying to join in on the fun, and he'll have a tiny bit, but MDS comes out for the trade.
Yeah, AmaNEk doing a good job of dodging him. He's going to go for the reload, getting pressured from the window. Eats that flashbang, and G2 bounce back.
Again, we saw what the protocols are for them, liking to push tunnels, using him in that way. Hunter taking care of mid alongside NiKo. Kovac. Bros. Well, that's a one-way street.
This should be. AmaNEk's laying down the damage. Pistol players stranded. And sure enough, Box will be given a chance to slip out. He has lost his final teammate. Hunter, staying true to his name, comes flying down for the frag. Nice little 90-degree separation here from Nemiga. They're not trying to follow up on it just yet. As they extend, they walk into KRIMZ, and they realize the error of their ways. Quick, it's a trap! Hunter, 3 kills. Easy.
2 CTs coming up from the back. One up front, MDS. This is a one-on-one, but nexa will win. Match point for G2 first, but again, now more comfortable. And it's going to be a huge clash at long, potentially end it.
Joe's going to trade. Hunter, though, he slips beyond the smoke up from pit. Man advantage and two guys stranded. Not going to stop MDS nor Box. They are, I mean, they're inevitably going to go for the retake, so I like Lollipop's thinking here as opposed to sitting on site. Take a little control. And he's going to take them both. Doesn't even need the plant. Finds
with eyes forward on potentially taking this presence. However, off of this timing, slightly incorrect for G2. They'll drop a nade in response, fall back off the boost, and
one better. In fact, go 5 better. Joe, patience in the corner, gets wide swung by AmaNEk. Nexa could very well kill MDS if he comes out from this, but he reveals his position. KRIMZ. Oops. That was an accident. Now all of a sudden he's the only A player, but the bomb is going back tunnels to B. I like this. Nemiga, they're just slipping that bomb into an open B site 2 rounds in a row.
And how could you not believe it's going to be B? They're holding for the long flank. There's a player here. There was one up on Cat. And look how quickly Nemiga have made a decision. The CTs are stuck on this side of the smoke. There's even one in the door. Fast flank will come in from AmaNEk.
Production disagrees.
Apparently.
AmaNEk not going to let Lollipop stay standing. Bomb blows up. Nemiga with a 7. 8 more map points.
7 things you love about Nemiga. Go.
That's never good when the first one is
That's all I know about my
not 5 and then it's just Lollipop 21K. Oh, KRIMZ when he hits shots.
Not like this.
Looking clean. Yeah, it could be. Could be.
No, not
it
like
could be.
this.
It could be. Oh, it's not. Okay, Lollipop 21K. You can believe in him. This boost, oh, they can't go one step further without getting caught off guard. And MDS, he's going to know that someone had to help him up there. You cannot climb in this game.
It is all on Kenny. Kenny at the B side is everything for the moment. He's looking away from the flashbangs. It goes beyond him. Lollipop's in the corner, comes out. Kenny catches him through the smoke and the flick to end this.